and there it is. Facebook is live, Instagram is live, and we are ready to dance.
Woohoo!
Yes, so it's time for you to check in. If you're here watching, check in, comment, let us know how everything looks, if you can see me all right, if you can hear me all right. Nikki will be here in a minute. She's doing the technical parts of the show, which aren't many. I'm just the talent. I'm just standing in front of the camera. Nikki actually makes it all happen. So welcome again. Tonight we have a great class. We are going to look into circles, hip circles. We're going to talk about interior, exterior hip circles on the up, hip circles on the down, which is kind of different, and different ways to layer them with other parts and pieces. So it should be a nice, meaty, deep class, full muscle work like we like to do. All right, so what do we have or who do we have? Has anybody checked in?
Yes, but I haven't been able to actually see the comments yet.
Okay,
so
all right.
I'm trying to make them visible.
Okay.
Aha, there they are.
There we go.
Sorry, everybody. We have Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
And Abby.
Hi, Abby.
And Susan.
Yay, Susan.
And Michelle.
Yay, Michelle.
2, 3, 4.
Good.
It
All
says
right.
we have 5 comments, but I only see 4. So
Okay.
I'm not sure what that's about.
All
But
right.
there we go.
There's one hiding.
All right.
All right, so we're going to start just a small warm-up. It is a hip circle class, so it's torso, leg, lower back, all that part is going to be working. So
Yay.
yeah, we're going to...
I could use some work in those areas.
And I really have literally been sitting. Sitting is the worst thing for you. The worst thing you can do is to sit.
Yeah.
I think I've been on my butt for 10 hours or something.
Yeah.
And so part of the time I was horizontal, part of the time I was seated, part of the time I was on my side. I'm watching a marathon 72-hour belly dance. I think it's on my Facebook page, but it's running right now through tomorrow night at 7. And
Wow. What did
yeah.
you say? 72 hours,
72 hours.
instructors, 1 each hour.
Yeah.
How amazing is
It's
that?
pretty cool. I'm having a great time, but I'm very tired. I need to dance myself.
It's nice to be moving.
Yes. All right. So let's dance. Starting with, since we're doing a hip circle class, we're going to start with that. So nice big giant hip circle. Put your legs about shoulder width apart and push your hips around just gently at first. Open your arms, just let them float. And start getting the muscles awake. There. Nice big circle. Take it to the back a little further so you have to lean forward and lean to the side.
Oh, nice.
Side and forward. What? Did you fall over?
Almost.
Side.
I misjudged
Side.
what I was capable of
And
doing.
wait. Reverse.
I was not quite grounded in the feet.
Reverse it. Nice big gushy circle. Keep your tailbone under, hips tucked under, stomach tight. We want to protect that lower back. All right, one more time now. Big circle. Slow it down. Side, back, side, and around. Side, back, and side. One more. Really good stretch. Open up your hamstrings, straighten your legs. I see what you mean.
See, right? You're like, I can totally handle it.
I know.
Just kidding.
All right, hips back. Arms sideways, halfway bent, and up. Squeeze your glute muscles to lift. Straighten the legs, and lift, and down, and lift. 2 more. Oh, that feels so good.
Really good.
All right, now we're going to lead with the chest, bend the knees, arch your back, lead with your chest, melt, 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 hands to the floor.
Wow.
Straighten the legs and roll it up. So you're gonna arch your body going down, and then you're gonna round your body coming up. So big melt, here we go, down, and up. Oh, I can do this about 40 times, this is so good. And melt. One more. Alright, now just over the front, we're going to let the body hang and swing side to side. Oh, yes. Oh. Alright, grab one foot. Other foot. And one more time. And switch. Roll it up. Roll it up. Oh, I feel so much better already.
Seriously.
All right, let's just do a little shimmy, just to shake things out. Nice shimmy. And then, oh, push your hips to the side. And then hold your hips still and reach your body to the side. Oh, yeah. Over we go. Over and over. Oh, yes, nice. All right, let's do a full body circle. So let me back this up a bit. There we go. All right. Hopefully your back is loosened up a little bit. So, over to the side. Turn it flat. Take it down. Other side. Flat on the other side. Turn it sideways and come up. And over, flat. Down, around, flat, over, and up to the top. Reverse. Oh boy. Yes. One more each side. Last one. Oh, so good. All right, so let's start talking about hip circles in conjunction with our body. All right, like we were just doing.
I'm just gonna double check things back here while you do that.
Okay. See what's happening?
Oh, everything's looking good.
Are we still not good? Yay! Let's hope our internet stays with us and we're good. If we do happen to cut out, just log back in because we will be back. If the class is not over, we would never just leave you. So it has done it, what, twice, 2, 3 times maybe?
3 times,
With the internet just dies. But just so you know, we're not going anywhere, not till the end.
We will keep trying. We will not give up.
Big hip circle. All right, when we were warming up, we took our hip way to the side, right, over to your right side or any side, and so that your body has to counterbalance, and we were doing it with the arms here. Right now, we can just leave them in second. And then as your hips go to the back, your torso is going to come forward. As your hips go to the side, your torso comes to the side, and then it comes around the back as your hips go around to the front. So it's a giant hip circle with the torso circle to go with it. All right, now the easy way that helps your brain is to do one plain and then one with the torso. So one plain, and now take it slow around. Oh. So again, plain and around. So this is the giant exterior hip circle. Exterior because you're using the outside muscles in your body, the outside edges of your body. So it's a giant exterior circle. It also has a very large circumference, right? It's a big circle. It should go out beyond your feet, all right? So let's try the other way. One regular, and then over you go, down, around. Now one thing to keep in mind is to try to keep your back more flat. So when you go around, you don't try to lead with your head and round it down. It's just not that pretty of a line. So when you go around, chest forward as you come down and around. And when you are hanging over, try to have a more flat. Of course, it's going to round a little bit, but don't go beyond, because it just depends on what your legs want to do tonight, right?
Yeah.
It might be a great night, and it might not. So let's see. All right, so tonight I'm doing okay. I'm giving me about a B+ today. So I can be about here with a reasonably flat back. But if you're here and then your back is rounded, I would rather you just do it to here where you can keep your back nice and flat. So find your good spot, right, where you can go to and make that your circle. So let's go again. One regular and one with the torso. Oh, and you see I'm bringing my hands up over my head, or we can do this. This is a classic move. As you go to the back, arms are side. As you come to the front, your arms fold in. Side, in, side, in. So your arms are doing this. Out, circle, in. Out, around, circle, in. It kind of matches what you're doing with your body. Mm-hmm. So go ahead and add that if you're comfortable. All right, so around we go. And torso. Oh, yes. Regular. And, whoops, I missed it. All right, this one. Here we go.
Oh, no, I missed that one. I was ready to do the other one. Okay,
yeah.
Let's do it again.
All right, okay, ready? Wait, no, not yet, not yet. Okay, here we go. Ready? Nope, I missed it. Here we go. But see, there's no rules. If you miss it, just go around again.
Just catch it on the next one.
Catch up, it's fine.
Catch it on the next one.
Yeah, it's no problem at all. So that's a big giant circle with the torso circle to go with it. You can also just do a giant circle that we warmed up with, and your body just naturally counterbalances, right? It's maybe not quite as big, but that's a nice one too. So for an exterior hip circle, I usually divide it into 3 sizes: large, medium, small. The determination of the large, medium, and small is where your feet are, all right? My feet are beyond my shoulder line, so that's my large, okay? And then if I bring my feet right under my shoulders, that's my medium. And then if I bring my feet closer under my hip joints, that's my small. All right, now one other great thing about the exterior circle is you're trying to keep your hips in a horizontal line. So when you go, what I want you to do is just push forward and then pull back with your lower abs, keeping your tailbone pointing down. So here's the pelvis line. Okay, when you release it, the tailbone pops up a little bit. When you engage your abs, your tailbone aims straight at the ground. It points down. Normally, we have a little curve there, okay? Around, kind of like that maybe. So it's just a gentle curve, right? But for this particular move in this dance, we're going to contract the lower abs, your transverse abdominis right down the lower band, and you're going to take that tailbone and point it down. So when you pull back, the tailbone has to point down, as opposed to pulling back with your legs and butt, which makes them hoist in the air. And you can see how it tilts the pelvis, it tilts it under and over, okay? What we want is a straight line with the pelvis, as much as we can. Now on the giant hip circle, it's very difficult, and it's not, you don't have to worry about tuck, 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 because it just, don't worry. Your hip's going way back there. But on the medium, we want to try, I'm going to do it from the side. You see the line? My pelvis is vertical, and my circle is horizontal. All right, now let me do it wrong. You see, my booty goes up in the air. This is what your body does naturally. So you have to kind of have a mirror, and you have to get to the back where you see that you can feel your tailbone is, you just put your hand there and you can see where it's going, right? Now, do what you need to do. Tuck and point that tailbone down. The hands help a lot, so just sandwich your hips between your hands, and you will get the line that you need. All right, let's try the other way, medium, and then step in, and small, little tiny thing. All right, still on a horizontal plane. Okay, now, if it's small, let go, and we start tilting like so. Guess what? Turns into an interior hip circle. So we're going to segue right in there.
All right, let's do it.
So interior hip circles on the up. All right, I'll tell you the up in a moment. Because when I was doing this exterior, you can see if you have a pen underneath me, I would be drawing a circle on the ground, right? There would be a circumference, right? There would be, or is it, what is it across? Shoot.
Diameter.
Is it a diameter?
The one straight across is a diameter.
Yeah.
The circumference is around.
Around. All right, so yeah, there would be a circumference. You could draw a circle around my feet, okay? But now watch. The circumference goes away because the circle, the muscles doing the circle go away from the legs and hips and booty, inside into the pelvic muscles, into your lower back, and all these wonderful stomach muscles in there that contract like crazy. And now there's no circumference because my hip is not moving side to side, forward and back. It's in one place. So I always say it's like if you drop a hula hoop or a nickel on the floor and it goes like that before it lays flat, that's what you're doing.
That's exactly how I imagine it.
It's like a big hula hoop. Whoa, you know, you throw it in the air, it goes and then goes flat, okay? So, right there. So, how you do this, you're going to contract the 4 sections of your body that make this circle happen. And they are inside, so that's why it's called an interior, because it's done from the inside of the body. So the first and most important contraction is the lower abs, right in there. Below the navel, so there's my navel, and I'm contracting here. You can see my hand is not moving, at least it's not supposed to be. No, it's good. Please don't move. All right, so it's right here. Put your hand, your finger on your belly button, and don't move it. It's the muscles underneath, right? If you move the belly button right here, it still pulls your hip up. It starts a belly wave, and that's really cool. You can do an omni, and you can do a belly wave on top of it. Super fun, but not yet. Okay,
not right now.
Yeah. Lower ab contraction. Now just pick a hip, right, left, doesn't matter. And you're going to contract that hip oblique muscle right here on the side. So right there, contract. And then you're going to take your 2 erector spinae in the bottom, the lower muscles of your lower back, and you're going to contract those. And then you're going to contract the lower hip muscle waist on the other side. So it's 4 lifted contractions. Up, 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 up. Right? Mm-hmm. Up, 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 up. Everything contracts toward the chest. Lift, 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 lift. Do it in sections. You can articulate it, and that's a move in itself. That's a hip square or a hip diamond, depending on how you look at it. And that can start anywhere. But we're looking at circles, so then you just smooth it out. This does not come overnight. If you're just learning, this does not happen overnight. You really have to get in those muscles. All right, so see where you're going and see if you can go the other way. You may find the other ways better or not. But that is known as an AMI, A-M-I. Some people say OMI, some people say UMI. Depends on the culture that you learn it in, right? I learned it in this country, so it's AMI. And if you're in Hawaii or Middle East, sometimes it's umi or omi, but same thing, same move. There we go. Now articulate it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Front, side, back, and circle. Circle, circle, circle. Okay, that should feel awesome.
I think we might have a comment on Instagram,
so
I'm just going to double check. I'm going to go under here and check.
All right, see if there's any
Oh
questions.
no, we're good. We
good?
just have some people joining, so
Yay,
we're gonna
good.
wave back at them.
Good, okay. Yay. All right, so let's look at how to make our hips go down. Okay, down.
Okay.
So,
Down.
yeah, so let me break down the up again. Just side, front, back. Squeeze up, contract right here, contract right here, contract right here, contract right here. So side, front, back. And then side, front, side, back. That gets you your up ami, okay? Now, take the pelvis, drop it down. Take your right hip, drop it down. Take your tailbone, tuck it under, and your other hip and drop it down. If you thought the first ami was hard, this one's harder. This is a down ami.
Not even the same.
Yeah,
Like, not even close to being
No.
as easy.
So it's down, 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 down. And that's the challenge, is getting the friggin' hip to go down. So depending on where you are in your dance journey, that may just be what you do tonight, right? So just drop the pelvis, drop the hip, drop the tailbone, drop the other hip. Now the little secret is when you drop your pelvis, you let go of that muscle, right? And you just let that stomach go, but there also is a little contraction in the back to help. All right, and then when we drop the right side, there's a small contraction in the left to help push it down. So you can try push down, right, left, right, left, right, left. The other secret is whatever hip is dropping, so this is my right, put your weight there. Weight the leg. If you don't put your weight there, so let's say my weight is in my left leg and I drop my right hip. I go like this.
Which is
That's
not what we're
that's
doing.
not what we're doing.
Not what we're doing.
It's a cute move. We do it a lot. It's just not right now. Okay, so weight in the dropping hip leg. 1, 2, 1, 2. Drop. Drop is a very tricky technique, but just start to own it, start to figure it out, and you will get it. Everyone gets it. It's just a matter of when. All right, now drop pelvis. Drop tailbone. Now when you drop tailbone, it's like you're a puppy and your tailbone goes whoop, right? You tuck your tail between your legs because you're nervous. Whoop, get nervous, all right? You just go underneath, okay? So drop the front, drop the back. Front, back, front, back, front, back. All right, so we have down front, down side, down back, down side. Front, side, back, side, front, side, back, side, and down ami. Ha-ha. It looks different. It's got a really cool rolling look to it. Do you see how my stomach and my upper hip kind of has a little bit of a circumference? So when I do the up ami, you can see the bottom hip rolls around a little. When I do the down ami, the upper hip rolls around a little. It's very cool. Very, very tricky, but I really wanted to show you. Try the other way.
Oh, good, this one.
This is not my good side. You have to keep thinking down, 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 down. You can't tuck, you don't tuck anything here. It's all pushing down. It's a very cool way to do the ami. You don't see it very much, so if you get good at it and you put it in, right, it's kind of, what's that?
Yeah, that's exactly like,
wait a minute. Yeah. All right, so I wanted to throw that out there. Keep in mind when you're learning and you are trying to do something, depending on where you are, if you don't get it the first 10 minutes, don't get frustrated. If you don't get it in the first hour, 2 hours, day, week, doesn't matter. It's a matter of putting the information in there, and then what really helps is to sleep. Your brain continues to process what you're trying to figure out while you sleep. So that's why we keep saying practice makes better, right? You practice, then you sleep on it for a day or 2. Then you practice again and you sleep on it. And that's how you get better, because you continue to learn while you sleep. That's how we process what's going on. So practicing this for an hour won't be any more effective than practicing it for 5 or 7 minutes and then letting it go, and doing it again tomorrow or the next day and then letting it go. So it's not how much time at once, it's how frequent, and if you can get some sleep in between. All right, so a little learning cue there. Because some people just push and push and push and go, you're just not getting this today. Let it go for today, sleep on it, come back tomorrow or Thursday or whatever. It'll be so much better. And it is. Our bodies are wonderful that way. All right, so now we're going to go back to layering some, or we're going to add some layering. We're going to take an exterior hip circle. We're going to layer an interior hip circle inside it. Yes, we are.
What?
Yes, we are. All right, so
I'm excited about it. I love those kinds of things.
Oh, they feel
When
good.
we
So
do those.
first thing you got to do is get a nice big, you have to get a big gushy exterior because you have to make room. There's the little ones that need to fit inside here. So it needs to be at least this big. All right? Now, we're going to do it in 4 points. Front, back, side, side. Not all at once. We're going to start in the front. So take your circle around. As soon as you get to the front, right there, throw in a little ami, a little tiny interior. Now circle yourself to the back and do another one. And around front, circle, back, circle, front, circle, back, circle, front, circle, back, circle, front, circle, reverse, back. I always go my best way first. And the second way is not nearly. Woo, there we go. All right, so hopefully that feels kind of interesting and challenging for the brain. All right, so now don't stop. Go whichever way you want. You can switch anytime you want. So now it's front and back, right? Now we're going to go side to side. So side, around, side, around, side, and side, and side. Oh. This takes some muscle on the inside. So you're taking an exterior and putting an interior inside. All right, ready to switch? Around, side circle, around, side, little one here, and a little one here, and a little one. 2 more. And around. Oh my.
Wow. I'm actually like warm from that.
Yeah. That one feels really good, but man, is it challenging.
Yeah. That takes
So
some work.
that's one you're going to have to sleep and process, right? But the theory is very cool. And if you draw it on the ground, you just draw a circle with little loops inside of it, right? It's a big giant circle, and there's little loops on the 4 corners. Usually we just do front and back, side to side. Could you do all 4? Yes. It just gets a little messy. You know, you're kind of, it's just, what are you doing, right? So a lot of times I'll just put 1 in there or just 2, because then it feels better. And if you get too big, right here, you can't do an ami out here. It's too far. So you have to be at the point where you can still contract your abs and do the ami in front. All right, so that brings me to moving your hips while you do the ami. So interior hip circle, moving. Start your circle. I'm going to go my not so good. This is your good way, right? This is my not better side. Right,
although it was not when we did the whole.
Oh, really?
Like, it was really strange. The right side was better for that particular one. But usually left side is better.
Yeah, who knows? It's different every time. All right, so here we go. Get your little circle going, and hands help. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is just slide your hips side to side. So side, side. Is it very big? No, it's not. It's just little. So just push your hip out to the side and ami, and out to the side and ami. So it's not a huge movement, but try to keep your ribs center. So as you do 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now come back to center. Keep it going smooth. Turn your right hip to the front, not your right shoulder, okay? Just the hip. You're doing your ami on a diagonal. Now turn yourself a little bit pigeon-toed. It helps your knees. Turn your left hip front, not your left shoulder, and around. How's that working? And around. And around. All right, release. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Switch directions. Ah, finally. 2, 3. I was struggling. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm still struggling. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That arm that your hip comes forward on, pull it back so that it's not as likely to fall forward, and try to follow your hip. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't forget to breathe. Did you breathe?
I breathe. That was that move that
You love that one.
That's the one that I thought
Yeah.
of like having many months ago,
Yeah.
and ever since then I play with it.
Yeah,
So it
it's
actually
cool.
ends up. It's
cool.
really good for it's really good for your abs for
Yeah.
sure, but also like your brain, right? Because like, what am I doing? Because you can do like 1 on each side, right?
Oh, I like that.
Or you can just go side to side.
Oh, I love that.
But that's because I've been practicing.
Ah.
But it's like I'm sweating just from doing
Yeah.
that.
Okay,
But
you
I
know
love
what
that.
I really
I love
like
that
is
move.
1.5, 1.5. Let's do that one.
Yeah. Okay. All
Because
right.
that's what
That's what made you think of that? Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Let's do it.
So it's a little easier on the brain if your hip circles
Yeah.
forward. 1
Try
and
to-
2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So as you tilt your right hip forward, you're turning to your left. As you tilt your left hip forward, you're turning to your right. 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I love the way that looks.
That's really cool.
That
Because
looks
the other
really
way,
pretty.
the other way is like doing this thing, right?
Yeah.
You're trying to have one that alternates and then the other one doesn't. So
Uh-huh.
you're,
Yeah.
but this one like even balance. Yes.
It's very tricky. Very tricky, but it looks so good. I think
Really
it
does.
looks beautiful.
That's really cool.
Very
Also,
pretty.
Miriam says hi.
Oh, hi Miriam. I'm glad you're here. Good, good, good.
And I'm just gonna double check.
All right, so
Everything.
that was all very hard. Whew. All right, let me think. Interior over exterior. Oh, okay, the pretzel.
Oh
So
yeah.
this is an Ami layered inside a figure 8. Woohoo! It goes to the back, right?
The figure 8 goes to the back, but
The Ami does too. You're going, yep.
interior.
All right.
That's how it goes. Yeah.
Yep.
So
So,
I really needed
so
to
you-
stretch a little bit more for that one.
so you're doing a nice gushy horizontal figure 8 going back, 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 back. So if I'm drawing on the ground, right, I'm drawing this 8 on the floor, okay? On the outside curve of each 8, right, so you have 2 circles, right? A circle and a circle. So right there on that outside bit, put your Ami. Come around, do the other side. Is that where you do it? Right on the beginning and
Yeah.
bring it to the
But
outside?
isn't it-
Yeah,
it's
right
the
there.
interior.
Yeah.
It's this one.
Yeah, the interior goes inside your figure
There
8.
we go. Yeah.
So as you do your 8, so here I am, right there. And right there is where it goes, right? So as you're just approaching, add the Ami, and then other side, and add it here, and add it here, and add it here. And since your figure 8 is going to the back, the leading hip, so I've got a right side of my figure 8, my right side is starting my Ami, my right hip is going to circle back. Right, so you all go in the same direction, and that takes your Ami to the right. So, right half of your 8, right Ami, left half of the 8, left Ami. Right circle, circle, right, This looks so cool. It's so neat when you put one move inside. It's literally slipped in the middle, like stuffing in a pastry.
Yeah.
Right? It's like,
Like,
whoa,
the
there's a
pastry
surprise.
is great, and then
I
they
know.
stuff it inside and makes
There's
it
something in there.
an extra good surprise.
So try some plain pastry. Good. All right, now fill it up with some filling. There we go. Oh, that feels so good. It's better now that I've done the other one first. None of these are easy. Good bend in the knees will help. Nice, good bend in your knees. Use your ab muscles. Remember, abs are king in the AMI department. You really want to use those ab muscles. Couple more. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 2 more. 1 and 2 and rest. Whew.
Oh, goodness.
Okay. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Very warm.
Yep. It works up a sweat. It's not aerobic.
No.
It's more isometric. Right?
I like
this.
that.
Yeah. You just get hot.
Just like, that means my muscles are working so good.
Yep.
Which is lovely.
Okay. So we did the AMI with the rotating hips, the AMI inside the figure 8. Using an AMI to turn side to side on the balls of your feet. This is not as difficult. And then what was the other one? Medium, large hips, turn, arms out. Maybe if I turn it upside down, it'll make more sense. All right, let's do the one that I know what I'm talking about.
All right.
So aim your feet and your body one way. Now, don't go up, but I want you to go onto the balls of your foot by pushing your knee forward. So your height's not going to change. Okay, you're just going to pop your knees forward. Now just pivot. Good, and put it down. Pivot, and put it down. Up, pivot, and down. One more. All right, so in that little pivot part, there's your AMI. Yeah, just throw it in there. No problem.
Stuffing into pastry, right?
Yeah, exactly. So my knees are left. I'm moving to my right. My AMI's going to go to my right. Okay? So pop the knee. Circle. 1, 2, 3. It'll take 1, 2, or 3. It doesn't matter. All right, so then my knees are left, or my knees are right. I'm going to pop them. I'm going to turn to my left, and I'm going to interior hip circle to my left. And try to stand up at the same time. Right? Now, when you're turning, you'll be on both balls, but then as you start landing, one or both heels will come down to catch you, and that's fine. You don't need to stay on the balls of your feet. Just to get you around. All right, so here we are. Down, pop, and circle, 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 and circle, 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 circle. It's really a neat way to turn. Now, you can take your body with you or not. It doesn't matter. Either way, it depends on what you're doing. Okay, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, this is also a very good way to know if you're using your legs for your arms.
Yeah.
Because if you are, you can't do this.
You cannot. You cannot.
Because
you're going,
no. My legs are doing something.
Yeah.
AMI is all here.
It's all up here. So let's do a shoulder roll, little baby body wave down, AMI, and then body wave up. So we have a small little combo. All right. So shoulder roll, wave down, AMI, 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 wave up. So this is realistically what you would do. You wouldn't just sit, circle, and stand up. All right. Something would happen. So there's a way to get there. And then circle as you turn, and then wave up out of it, or walk out of it, or something, right? So that's an option, okay? So shoulder, body wave, AMI, wave up. Beautiful, very nice. Makes it super smooth.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's a really nice little way to turn. I really like that. It's a pivot, but you're using both feet. Right, and as you turn, your AMI goes with you. All right, let me think what this means.
It also
Medium,
looks like
large.
you're floating. I like the other one.
Yeah, it's floating, isn't it?
I'm floating.
Yeah, it's a floaty one, isn't it? I like it. Oh, I know. All right. So this is okay. It's just a circle with a turn.
Oh.
Yeah, so I called it, well, it's an exterior hip circle with a turn is really what it is. So you can call it a turning hip circle.
Turning hip circle.
So you get your exterior going again, okay? And then right as you're coming around, you want to whip your booty around the back so the force spins you around. Sometimes you get all the way around, sometimes you only get halfway, or you do it on purpose and that's fine. You can just turn here, right? It's fine. Just turn around and then you're going somewhere else, okay? So it can be a half, it can be a full. So what you want to do is get your circle going, and then when you're ready, you start in the front, you really fling. You fling yourself around, right? And as your hip circle turns, you turn with it. And you end up completing one circle by the time you get around.
And then what happens with feet?
Your feet, if I am circling to my left and spinning to my left, I'm going to keep my left foot on the ground. My right foot will be the one that steps around it. So as I do my circle right here, my left foot stays still, my right foot steps around and completes the circle with my body. Did that make sense?
Yeah.
So
and then also we can say hi to Kathy.
Kathy's here, yay! Yay!
Right? All these lovely people. So nice to see you, and thank you for saying hello.
So when it's over, you'll have to hit rewind and see all the good stuff we did. All right, so here we go. To our left, when you're ready, and around. Very nice. And let's go to the right. So now the right foot will stay on the ground, the left foot will step around. Ready? And go. Whee! Make sure you make it a circle because you can easily just go like this, right? So make sure that you are really doing, and see when I'm here and I'm finishing, let that circle come around and finish it, okay? So make sure it looks like a circle. So 1, 2, and go. Nice, very nice. Oh, it looks good.
I always love that one because it doesn't look like it's real.
No.
I don't know how to explain it, but it kind of looks
a,
like you're like, wait, hang on, how
did
did
that happen?
There's like, what?
I know, it's kind of a fun surprise.
Yeah.
So let's do an exterior hip circle, and let's put some little omnis inside like we did before. Pick your place, side, front, back, wherever you want. Do those a little bit. And now, come around, it's plain and simple, and nice turning circle. Good, so those look really nice together. They look really pretty. So try the other way. Exterior, add your omnis inside. Yeah, it's getting easier now. That's funny when you come back to it, it does process. All right, big circle, and turn when you're ready. Good, make sure you finish it. So as you come around and you land, this should be happening. Right? That should be, it shouldn't just be around and you're done, okay? Because you whip around with your hip, and then when you land, the second part of your circle happens. So always finish it. If it doesn't turn out quite right, just make it and just move your hip in a half circle. So that it looks like you're finishing it.
It's like you polished it
Just do it. It's all good. Okay.
All right.
I know. Okay, let's see. I think we might be good. Oh, just one more. Okay. This is very similar to a warm-up exercise I do called the coffee grinder with the hip and the leg and everything, but it's a little less gushy. You're going to bring your arms up above your head, and you're going to hold a beach ball, and you're going to go around. And with that circling of the beach ball, if you do yoga at all, cat and cow, right? Little contraction. So you're here, little contraction of the rib, and the thing with this one is that your arms are more wide, like it's a big beach ball, or one of those big exercise balls. So around you go. Okay, so now let your hips move as well. Whee! And then you can turn right here, and the arms circle here, and then you can do the hip circle turn out of there. Ooh. And your arms can come down for that, or they can stay up. So big beach ball. Hips go, turning, turning, turning. Now circle, big hip circle turn. I think that looks pretty
That's
together.
nice connected.
Yeah, they look good. All right, let's try it one more time.
Swirl it around.
Yeah, swirl it around. All right, so start with the beach ball, rib cage, connect the ribs, connect the hips. So you'll notice you have this part here, hands, ribs, hips. You only have 3 parts involved, and there's only 2 directions possible. You can't go 3 directions. not that I know of. So you can go left or right. So
magical.
if your arms are going left, well, I mean, they're all going the same direction, but it's a matter of which part of the circle, right? Front, back, front, back. So if your opposition, arms and chest, now your hips have to pick something. So your hips very often will just fall in sync with your arms. So arms and hips are the same, and the ribs are counterbalancing. Around we go, big beach ball. Good, big circle, and spin. Nice. Good, don't forget to finish. Okay, now I've completed my list.
Now you've done your list.
I think I have. Let me see.
Well, why don't you check if anybody has any questions, make sure
Yeah,
you
questions would be good now.
type them in because we have a tiny bit of a delay. So we want to
Yeah,
make
we
sure
do
you
about a
get to
15-second delay. No, I think I'm good.
All right.
Yeah. How do we get questions on Instagram?
They can do the same thing, comment as well.
Okay.
Same.
So you can read those?
So they'll come up, yeah. So that was
Okay.
just people joining and
Okay.
we waved and let me see if there's anything else.
Okay.
But
And we're good?
yeah, no, we're
Okay, good. I'm so glad you're here. And then Facebook is good?
good. Yeah, Facebook is
Okay. I think we're,
So
yeah, this, I feel so much better.
Like before I was like, this is super stiff and stuck and now I'm feeling a lot more
Yeah, everything is squishy and gushy now.
squishy and
Yeah.
like my back is very happy
It
too.
feels really
It's a
good.
lot
We
of
did a lot of work
work,
tonight on
but-
our waist and our abs and our back. This was a pretty full, meaty class. So good job,
Yes.
everyone. You did really, really, really well.
A few times that I got very warm and
Uh-huh.
almost sweaty. Well,
I know.
a little bit of sweat. For some reason.
All right, well, I'm going to say goodnight and thanks again. I did post my class on Instagram. My Thursday class is starting next week? Yeah, next week. For 3 weeks, it's a beginning level semi-private belly dance through Zoom on Eventbrite. So you'll see that on my Facebook page, and I guess we'll put it on Instagram.
Yes, we should do
Yeah.
that too.
And I think any other news?
Just that videos are always on YouTube, so make sure you subscribe to
Oh, yeah,
Meleah's
subscribe.
YouTube channel. Just
Mhm.
Meleah Nelson, and all the videos are there. And I think we're actually
So many.
approaching something like over 70 or
Oh, wow.
possibly 80.
That's impressive.
I haven't checked recently, but the other time I was like, whoa, something like, it might be like 76 or something like that.
Wow.
I
Okay.
have to double check.
This is good. This is good.
Yeah.
All right. All right, everyone.
Oh, and
I will see
then
you.
this next class is on
Oh, yeah.
Wednesday.
Wednesday at 7:30.
And make sure you share, comment,
Yes.
like, invite everybody.
Comment, like, do all that stuff that you're supposed to do to be socially active. And we meet Wednesdays at 7:30 and Saturdays at 6.
Excellent. All right, I'm gonna go listen.
All
I'm
right.
gonna say bye, everybody, so I can do all the stuff behind the scenes.
So I think we'll say goodnight to Instagram first,
Yes.
right?
That's how we will do it.
And then we follow. We're figuring this out. Night, night.
Bye, Instagram.
And then we'll say goodnight to Facebook. And I'll see you very soon.